What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a very underrated gem on the GameCube. And so today we are going to be talking about...
Welcome to Wario World.
Yep, Wario World. This is a game I've been wanting to make a video on for a very long time now. This is one of those games that you're very lucky to even play it, because it didn't sell very well. And this is the 3D Wario game. So how was this handled? Time to find out. Alright, so let's start off with the basic plot of the game. Wario sitting in his throne with plenty of treasure, of course. And there was a black jewel that took over his throne. And it's up to Wario to see what the hell is going on. And yeah, that's basically the plot of the game. Hopefully the quality doesn't suck, but it probably does. Anyway, yeah, this is basically a 3D Wario title. And compared to, like, the Wario Land games, yeah, this plays a lot differently. The GameCube era was probably the time, like, in case, I know, this is probably unfair comparison, but whatever, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, like, the GameCube days were just, let's try this and see if it works well. Try something very weird. And that's what makes these games so special, in my opinion. Wario World is a very special game for me, and let's just keep talking about it, why not? So, of course, we have our usual jumping button, of course. You get to run around. The 3D Wario World is more linear compared to a majority of 3D platformers like in the N64 era where you're exploring mostly, but Wario World plays a lot more linear. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with this. I think Wario suits pretty well in the linear format for a 3D adventure. And yeah, it's really fun. The gameplay itself, yeah, it controls really well. Definitely takes some getting used to, of course. And of course, you have baddies around that you get to beat the crap out of the enemies that look very interesting. Because the reason why the enemies are very unusual compared to what we're probably going to be used to is this game was actually involved with Treasure. If you don't know who Treasure is, I guess the same ones involved with Mischief Makers, very underrated N64 game, and yeah, they basically make some weird stuff, and I can see why. And also, just the animations are real funny. Wario gets to suck up coins. You get to toss enemies. Oh man, this game definitely has a lot. This is definitely more of a beat 'em up type of 3D platformer, which I honestly really like. Wario, it just feels so satisfying trying to beat 'em up, honestly. So yeah, it's really nice. So the objective of these levels is to basically, you need to, we'll talk about the criticism later, but basically what you need to do in order to actually beat the level, you need to go to, well, there are treasure chests everywhere that give you some treasure, of course, if you want 100% the game, but you also have secret passages that you need to do, which give you red jewels, I believe that's what they're called, something like, basically like that, and you have to get enough to actually finish the level. So if you do miss a red jewel, I don't know if that's what they're called, but if you miss one of those, you have to redo the whole level to make sure you get them. So you basically have to make sure you really look around to make sure you're not missing anything. That's one of the main objectives of this game. And yeah, I really like the concept. Although if there's times I really miss something, then it's definitely not fun to deal with. But they're called red diamonds. That's what they're called. Yeah. But if I do have to backtrack and stuff, then it's definitely not fun, of course, but yeah. And also, this game has secret missions. If you think Mario, or I guess secret levels, as you could call them, if you think Super Mario Sunshine's secret levels were tough, wait till you see Wario Worlds. These are real, probably not the hardest thing I dealt with, but man, they're definitely more challenging if you're used to Mario Sunshine. So, yeah, definitely really like some of them that don't feel as stressful. All right, so yeah, make sure you get enough treasure, coins, and stuff. You're gonna need coins as well. I mean, that's the whole point of Wario. He loves money. Not really, but still, there's more to Wario than him just loving money, of course. And speaking of that, if there's one thing people love to associate, if there's one game people associate Wario with, it's this one, and I can't blame them. The music, Greenhorn Ruins, and you know, the song that was used in Wario Land Shake It. This one, there's some great songs in this game that really suit Wario well, honestly. And I can't blame them, honestly. The song is really good. So yeah, the music is pretty nice. Some of the music is alright, I guess, but I guess most people associate Wario with like 2 songs. I don't know, but still, I really love the music for this game. Some of them don't stick out to me. I only listen to like what 3 songs in this game, I guess. Not really. I really gotta listen to more, but still, music is really good, honestly. So yeah. Alright, so I think I pretty much talked about that. Now, every end of the level, you have a boss fight to deal with. And the boss fights, oh man, this feels like I woke up from a nightmare. Yeah, these boss fights designs, oh god. No wonder Treasure was involved with this game. Some of them can be pretty brutal. Some of them are kind of funny, honestly. Some of them are pretty cool. But, oh boy, I am not going to recover from this after actually playing this game. So, yeah. But, the boss fights are pretty cool. You have that basically at the end of the level. So, have fun dealing with them. So, yeah. That's the boss fights. Now, let's get to the major, I guess, flaws. Not every game is going to be perfect. So, we might as well talk about the criticism with this game. Now, there are a few things. I've seen people talk about how short this game feels because there are only 8 stages in this game, not counting the boss fights, which are basically the 3rd level of each area. There are only 4 worlds with 2 normal levels and the boss fights. So technically it's 12, but when it full stages, there's only 8 of them. So yeah, the game is a bit on the short side, which does a short game make it bad? Not at all, honestly. I've replayed Donkey Kong Country so many times, and those games like are very, very short. So a short game doesn't really bother me personally, and I think it suits Wario pretty well, in my opinion, to like, you know, I think it suits Wario pretty well, honestly, in my opinion, to like, you know, have a shorter adventure. And sometimes a short game can be fun with a lot of replay value, just in my opinion, honestly. And also, I hear the combat, which you beat up enemies, does get a tad boring when you keep doing it over and over. Yeah, that I can understand, honestly. It's definitely, once you kind of get the hang of it, you're kind of just beating up enemies and stuff. While it doesn't get boring, it does get things a bit stale, in my opinion. So you don't want to be doing that all the time, obviously. So, yeah. And also just the stressfulness of this game, but that could be a skill issue for me, honestly. So, yeah, but... Oh, yeah! I forgot to mention the pause menu. You go listen to it for an hour to find something special. You guys know exactly what it is. So I'm not gonna sit here for an hour. Anyway, I think I pretty much talked about everything. The boss fights, the world. I didn't even talk about the worlds in this game. Oh man, that sucks. There's some really, really neat levels, honestly, that surprisingly look... They're surprisingly really good. Obviously, Greenhorn Forest, Greenhorn Ruins, Her Manor, the Shivering Mountains. I love Ice World so much. Mario Mansion. There's a lot of unique worlds. Despite only being 8 of them, there's a lot of... The worlds are really nice, honestly, and definitely try to be different from one another. Something that we're pretty much not used to. Wario has always been so random with these worlds, and I can't blame them, so yeah. This is why he's my favorite of the Hat Boys. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the ending, of course. After getting enough jewels, you fight the big purple jewel himself. And after you beat it, you save the whole place. And Wario just sees something in shock. Yeah. So yeah, that's Wario World. I really love this game, but it's definitely flawed, for sure. But it's definitely really fun, honestly, and I'm glad I got the ability to play this, honestly. Don't tell Nintendo how I did. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really love Wario World. It's one of my favorite games on the GameCube, honestly. So yeah, like this and Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, like, are my 2, like, along with Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart Double Dash, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Zelda Wind Waker, blah 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 blah. People really gotta talk about these games more often, honestly. For sure, honest. For sure. So, yeah. Also, why does this image specifically just get used in news articles? Like, I mean, it's funny, but like, come on. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you played Wario World, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below. I love to see another Wario 3 adventure, in my opinion, if it's likely to happen. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time for more. Later, folks.